All right, well, thank you all very much for joining. My name is Emma McParlin, and I am fortunate enough to be working on the back end of the COSPAR Hybrid program. Obviously, congratulations for being selected to be part of the program, and thank you for kindly taking this time to try and better understand a little bit more about the hybrid brave new world that we're entering into. I am going to give an overview first of the 6 steps, which hopefully you are all familiar with. And then I'm going to go into a bit more about how you record with Zoom as an example, and then I'll show you in real time how to use and set up your Dropbox and how to make your submissions through the presenter portal. If you do have any questions, please feel free to put them in the chat and I will get there as soon as I'm finished. So to begin, these are the 6 steps which you hopefully are familiar with. We have sent them to you in a few emails now. Obviously, the first step is to decide how you want to record your presentation. Obviously, if you're currently here on Zoom, hopefully that this is something you have access to and can record. Alternatively, you are more than welcome to use other software. I know that VOOV or VOOV, Microsoft Teams or Google Meetings have very similar functionality, and these are definitely options that you are more than welcome to use. The second step is to prepare your content. Obviously, if you're going to use slides, you can prepare them nice and early, but overall, just prepare what you're going to say. The 3-minute short summary video, whilst I don't have an example that I can show you right now, as an overview, most presenters who've made submissions so far have tended to use it as a top level overview of what they're going to focus on in their full length presentation. That might be what their research is about, what they did, and any specific facts, figures, or data that they want to share with the audience they think might entice them. The third step is obviously to prepare to record your presentation. This is essentially ensuring that everything is set up as expected. And obviously the 4th step is quite self-explanatory. You just record your short summary video. The 5th step relates to putting your files into a shareable storage folder system where we can access it and submitting it through the presentation portal. And the final step is completing your submission in the presentation portal and completing your registration. So if you are using Zoom like I am today, it is best if you have your slides open in the background and ready to go, so that as soon as you open Zoom, if you're using them, you can just press the share screen button. Obviously, the first and most important step after that is to download or open Zoom, and then simply to press the start button, which does look just like this. Some people think that you need to have someone else in your Zoom meeting to make it function. You don't. Once you press the start button, you will appear and you'll be able to record just yourself. So once it's open, just check that your video and microphone are working. Obviously, you would hate to record a whole thing and then realize your audio hasn't been picked up. The video is quite self-explanatory. Once the camera's on and you can see yourself, that means it's working. The microphone, on the other hand, when you open Zoom, on the bottom left corner, there is a small microphone figure. It will turn green if it picks up sound. So if you just say a few words and you see the little green light, that means that it's picking up your audio. So when you're ready, you just hit the record button. If you are using slides, you'll have to press the share screen button first. Obviously open your PowerPoint and put it into slideshow mode. And this is just an overview of what you'll see if you just have yourself on the screen. This is the little audio button that will flash green to pick up your audio. Obviously the record is here just to the right, and the share screen button is bright green, and that is quite easy to find. Once you're done with recording your Zoom, you simply hit the stop recording button. If you are using slides, you will have to press the stop share button, which will obviously stop sharing your screen and then stop recording. And your recording will then automatically save to your computer, and it will load a bar, show you when it's done, and you'll be able to locate the file within your system. And this is just showing you that the record button becomes a stop pause button and a stop share of the screen button. The next part, it relates to once your video is recorded, setting up a Dropbox or alternative account so that you can share your files with us. In the same way that you can use alternate software to Zoom, you are more than welcome to use alternate software to Dropbox. I know that a lot of people have tended to go with Google Drive or Microsoft OneDrive, or perhaps your organization has its own cloud share system that you're able to share with us to access your files. So I'll just jump out of here for a moment. So when you go to set up your Dropbox account, you'll go to www.dropbox.com, and I have an account that is fresh and new, ready to show you. Once you're in Dropbox, the best thing that you can do to start this process is always refer to this right-hand bar. The right-hand bar has essentially everything you'll need. If you press the new folder button, this is your first step. You might just want to call it something, label it something simple where you can find everything, COSPAR or COSPAR Talk. Create the folder, and it directs you and automatically takes you into the folder. Your next step is to locate your files in your system. As you can see, I've previously already opened this, so it's open nice and easily. And you will highlight them and open them. And these files will automatically load into your Dropbox, and you'll be able to see them as they start to load through. Now, I chose not to rename them when they were on my desktop for this purpose. If you do get to this stage and you realize, oh no, I forgot to follow the naming protocol, it is not an issue. You simply press the 3 buttons to the left of any of the file and hit the rename button. I know that a few people had questions about COSPAR IDs. I have kindly borrowed this acceptance letter, and the COSPAR ID will be reflected in the file name on your acceptance letter. In this case, if this were my acceptance letter, I know that my COSPAR ID is H0.5-0006. If you, for some reason, have renamed your acceptance letter as something else, you are more than welcome to find it yourself. The easiest way you can do this is to go to your scientific commission event, which is obviously the first part of the code. And the second part just relates to how many speakers you are in the order for that. So this person is the 6th in H0.5. Once you've loaded everything into your Dropbox and you've renamed it and you're sorted, the final step is obviously to submit through the presenter portal. Now, this current folder is not able to be shared, it's just private. So you have to make it into a shareable folder, which again, you refer back to your right-hand side bar, press the share folder button, and down here at the bottom, instead of typing anything at the top, you just press create link. Dropbox will inform you that basically now anyone with this link can view the folder. So essentially you just copy that link and it lets you know that it's copied. The final step of the submission is to access the presenter portal. Now you will have been sent an auto login token. If you for some reason can't locate this or can't find it, if you reach out to speaker@COSPAR-2021.org, we will be able to send it through to you. Once you press the auto login token, you'll be directed to the presenter portal, which is this page here. The first time you sign in, you'll just have the contact details tab, and it's just to double check that you are in the correct portal. If you check this and the name is completely different, once again, please reach out to speaker@COSPAR-2021.org and they'll be able to assist you. To make your submission, you simply press the submission tab, and you'll be given these steps, which are quite self-explanatory. I'll just put it in as COSPAR Talk. Obviously, you all have much more official titles than I do. You'll select your presentation type, whether you're an oral or a poster. For the moment, I'll suggest that I'm an oral, and you just continue. If at any time when you're filling this portal out, you realize that you don't have something saved or you're not sure, you can simply save it as a draft and log back in at any time to update. So the next thing you'll do is select your commission or panel scientific event. I'm just going to say for ease that I'm in A01. And this is the section where you will share your folder with us. It is obviously titled Dropbox link, but once again, if you use Google Drive or Microsoft OneDrive, so long as we can access your folder via the link you submit, it is completely fine. And all you'll do is copy and paste the link that you had from Dropbox right into here and continue. The final page is just a review. If for some reason you've missed something, this bar will be red and it'll say commission not selected or paper title not recognized, something like that. And you would just go back in the left-hand side and click whichever one it was, and it'll take you back and you can update. So once you're happy, you simply press continue. And obviously you get to the final page of the submissions. You agree to the terms and conditions, which just tells you where your video will be used and how it will be used, and you submit. And I am happy to say that that is the process. As you can see, I've already done a few tests of these, but if you did have anything wrong and you realize later down the track that you've done the wrong thing, if you go to the edit submission tab, or if you saved a draft, you'll be able to access it here. Unfortunately, once a submission has been completed and has this status here, you're not able to access it from your side. So you simply need to send an email to speaker@COSPAR-2021.org once again, and they'll be able to assist you and help. So I will thank you all once again for joining and taking time out of your busy schedule. And I suppose thank you even further for taking on this hybrid task. I know it is a lot. We definitely appreciate it. If you would like any of the slides that I have created or this recording, they will become accessible to you. And I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Goodbye.